We'll take it. It's always Marshall.
Motion, second, no problem. Public hearing on proposal for law number 2 for 2016. Brian here?
Brian came to me the other night. I also did some report. Thanks.
Anybody got a problem, table all four of those things at once?
Which four?
1 through 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Last research you did for 2 years. Did you then move it 2 years?
So this is about,
Did you then move it?
what is this about? They're all about
Yeah.
All tables is required. Number 5, authorize submission of grant application regarding the explosive cane team program. Sheriff.
Mr. Chairman, this is a $15,000 grant to basically supplement our canine program, which we've expanded over the last couple of years. We're up to 7 dogs at this point with explosives and drug sniffing and, of course, tracking.
Any questions? Oh, what's the grant for the question?
It's basically, it's training, equipment, supplies, dog food, whatever the case may be. It's strictly for the canine program.
Is that the sheriff's dog that we named after the sheriff's department?
Well, there's 7 of them. They're all, at this point, they're all named after former members.
I'll have a dog pretty soon, I was told that.
okay.
That'll be our chance to tell you what to do.
There's some very
Give me one.
Well, we submitted the grant too, Sheriff.
I'm sorry, it's coming from Homeland Security.
Okay.
Everybody in favor, anybody opposed?
Yeah, it's a Homeland Security, it's 2016.
Okay.
Motion, second, unanimous? Oh, you raised. Andrew raised. Authorize the submission of grant application regarding technical rescue and urban search and rescue targeted grant program.
Sir, the same thing basically with Homeland Security to enter into and to receive up to $150,000. As you know, for several years we've had a search and rescue team. We've tried over the years to get funding to basically buy new ropes, new equipment, carabiners, ascenders, descenders. We've been unsuccessful this year. They're throwing out an urban search and rescue grant, so it's our opportunity to try to replace some of our outdated equipment.
Any questions for the sheriff? No, move it. There's a motion, second. Anybody opposed? Unanimous. Authorizing the submission of a grant application regarding tactical team targeted grant program. Sheriff?
This is a similar Homeland Security grant, $100,000 to enter into and to receive. This one's for our, basically our emergency response team or SWAT team, whatever you want to call it. It's for personal protective equipment, helmets, batons, things of that nature. And there's training built into that.
Questions? Take a motion. First, second. Anybody opposed? It's unanimous. Authorize submission of grant application regarding critical infrastructure grant program.
This is another Homeland Security grant. This one's for $50,000 with no match. I've been trying for the last few years to get some license plate readers basically mounted on the entrance to the airport. There's a lot of cars that come and go, and there's no tracking of those cars. So we'd like to put the license plate reader at the entrance so we know what's going in the parking garage and what's coming through. It's no secret we find stolen vehicles up there routinely. Plus, God forbid something does happen, we'll be able to trace back.
Any questions? Oh, yeah.
I'm surprised you don't have them already.
Actually, I tried a few years ago, and we had a difference in philosophies. And after years of working, they've agreed to do it. So.
Thank you.
Take a motion. Anybody opposed? Unanimous. Authorize agreement with New York Stop DWI Foundation regarding the Stop DWI crackdown high visibility enforcement program.
Mr. Chairman, this comes from the New York State Stop DWI. It's $18,248 that will be spread throughout the county to remove impaired drivers from our roadways.
Any questions other than it doesn't affect the hose or Green Island Water Leak?
It's strictly at the end of 787 in Cohoes.
Motion, that one does, okay. Anybody opposed? Unanimous. Authorize agreement with U.S. amending 2016 Sheriff's Department budget regarding emergency management.
Mr. Chairman, this is $118,951. This is for a 50% match. This basically pays the salaries of our emergency managers and his deputies in the county. It's down, I think, maybe $500 from last year, but other than that, it's pretty much the same.
Any questions? Take a motion. Anybody opposed? Unanimous. Amending resolution number 42 for 216 regarding agreement with the town of New Scotland and Delmar Bethlehem Volunteer Ambulance Service regarding emergency medical technician defibrillation.
Mr. Chairman, this is, we've recently taken over for the Voorheesville Area Ambulance Squad. Therefore, we've had a change from 60 hours a week to 168 hours a week for the remaining of 2016. The increase of $27,000 pays for our staff, but again, this is all reimbursable.
Any questions? Take a motion. Second it. Anybody opposed? Unanimous. Amending resolution 43, 2016 regarding lease with the village of Ravena for radio communication site in the village of Ravena.
This is a lease modification for $360 a year to allow them to bill us up to $30 a month. Basically pays for the power that we're utilizing down there to keep our radio system running. They have a tower in the village.
Any questions? Take a motion. Second. Anybody opposed? Unanimous. Amending the 2016 Albany County Correctional Facility budget operational expenses.
This one's basically a shifting of some money in-house, allow us to rebuild some hot water tanks in our buildings that are now 20 years old. The hot water tanks are roughly $75,000 a piece. We also are resurfacing a parking lot, and we have some water line issues that we hope to tend to.
Questions?
Trying to do it with this year's funds.
Take a motion. Second. Anybody opposed? It's unanimous. Authorizing agreement with the U.S. Department of Justice Bureau of Justice System regarding reimbursement and targeting approval and amending 2016 correctional facility budget.
Mr. Chairman, this is $44,000 we'll receive this year. It's up a little bit than what we anticipated, which is good because we plan on replacing some live scan equipment, which is basically digital fingerprinting within the facility, which will consume the entire grant.
Any questions? Take a motion. Second. Anybody opposed? It's unanimous. Thank you, Sheriff. Thank you, everybody, for coming.
Thank you.